A pleasant good afternoon and welcome to Foca News Summary. I am Priscilla George, and today bringing you 15 minutes of the top stories, sharp and straight to the point. I am Priscilla George, anchoring today's presentation, and here's what's making headlines right now across Liberia and around the world. Liberia's NPA boss Sekou Dukle under police investigation over 3.6 million fraud allegation denies claims counters with fraud case against accuser. Front page Africa reports sparks action. Gender Ministry rescues children from rock crushing labor, vows education and support. EPA documents debunk Senator Twain's claim, says Asela Meta followed all environmental laws. Fears grabbed Bafta's few community residents as suspected ransacked the region. These and many more are all packaged. We'll take a short break. Up next, our news bulletin. Welcome back. The Liberian National Police have launched a criminal investigation into allegations involving NPA Managing Director Sekou Dukle and a Chinese investor Yang Ding. Yang's lawyers allege Dukle solicited funds for joint ventures, including a water plant and mini company, but diverted large sums for personal luxury spending. They further claim Yang paid for Dukle's China trip, business class travel, Rolex watches, and real estate renovations while receiving nothing in return from the partnerships. In response, Dukle denied wrongdoing, accusing Yang of masterminding scam to defraud Chinese investors by selling fake equity in a company he did not fully own. Police has since confirmed that the case is under investigation as both parties filed complaints, leaving a swell of conflicting accusations and a court battle in progress. The Ministry of Gender has removed children from a hazardous rock crushing site in Dwazon following a powerful front page Africa report that exposed their exploitation. In response to the publication, the ministry's team swiftly intervened, halted the labor, met with parents, and launched an emergency child support plan. The rescue plan includes scholarships for the 2025-2026 school year, small grants to parents, and continuous monitoring under the Street Child Project. Officials warned parents against child exploitation, citing Liberia's child protection laws and vowing legal action for future violations. Community leaders and single mothers praised the media's role, calling the government's quick response a hopeful turning point for the children's future. Documents obtained from the Environmental Protection Agency, including a comprehensive environmental and social impact assessment, has strongly disproved Senator Twain's claim against Acela Meta's newly dedicated project in Niba. It can be recalled Senator Twain lodged a formal complaint against AML before the Liberian Senate, alleging breach of the EPA regulation in the construction of the iron ore concentrator. According to the ESIA's report done by international consultants, it, among other things, highlighted key environmental measures of the social and safety measure of the project. According to the findings, the EPA approved and renewed permits based on 21 detailed reports, including air quality tests, biodiversity assessments, and a resettlement action framework confirming no displacement occurred. Despite public consultations and documented legal compliance, Senator Twain argued that AML acted unlawfully, raising concerns over the motives behind his persistent accusations. Authorities say the verified facts demonstrate AML's adherence to environmental law, warning against political misinformation which risks eroding Liberia regulatory credibility. Fears grabbed residents of Baptist Field community in Dupa Road when alleged armed robbers stormed the region firing live bullets. According to eyewitnesses, the alleged operation occurred at 1:50 a.m. on Tuesday, largely targeted the home of a local money changer, causing picnic causing panic among residents. Eyewitnesses further asserted that the suspected gunman fired multiple rounds, thus forcing residents to stay indoors and further preventing someone from contacting authorities. While no life has been lost to the alleged incident, the victim whose house was targeted sustained serious injuries. Police arrived at the scene lately after the alleged assailants had fled. If you're just joining us, welcome to Focal News Summary. I'm Priscilla George, and here's a quick look at our top stories so far. Liberia's NPA boss Sekou Dukle under police investigation over 3.6 million fraud allegation denies claims, counters with fraud case against accuser. Front Page Africa reports sparks action. Gender Ministry rescues children from Russian labor, vows education and support. EPA documents debunk Senator Twine's claim, says Asada Meta followed all environmental laws. Fears grabbed Baptist Field community residents as suspected ransacked the region. Stay tuned. We'll take a short break. Up next is a continuation of our news bulletin. Welcome back. The Bond Students Union has expressed deep concern over the action of Representative Marvin Cole for allegedly neglecting library projects. The union contends that despite laying claim to initiating the project, Representative Cole is yet to complete the facility after reportedly receiving US 50,000 from former Vice President Joel Howard Taylor. According to a press release, the group alleged that the project is being used for open defecation, something which they described as insane. The further alleged despite materials being available for the completion of the project, the lawmaker have diverted it for his personal use. Meanwhile, Representative Marvin Cole is yet to respond to allegations made against him by the union despite efforts to get his comments. Two members of the Two members of the Honorable House of Representatives are participating in the African Group of Negotiators meeting held in Germany. The delegation includes Anthony Williams and Emmanuel Dan, alongside J.D. Amar, Deputy Minister for Legal Affairs at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and a team from the Environmental Protection Agency. The Tuesday meeting witnessed Liberia's lawmakers actively engaged in policy dialogues, leveraging their legislative oversight and ensuring that the nation's priorities are met on Africa's unified climate agenda. The move underscores Liberia's commitment to climate diplomacy and positions the country to advocate for access to clean energy solutions for vulnerable communities. President Joseph Boakai has with immediate effect suspended Abdullah Kamara from his position as acting chairman of the Board of Commissioners of the Liberia Telecommunication Authority. The release indicates that President Boakai's decision followed a report from the General Auditing Commission highlighting serious allegations of corruption and financial mismanagement. The findings linked Kamara to grave financial misconduct while serving as chief executive officer of Tama Corporation, especially in transactions involving public funds. In his letter addressed to Kamara, the Liberian chief Executive emphasized that his suspension reflects his government commitment to transparency and accountability, adding that his decision goes without pay. Meanwhile, the Liberian leader has ordered Mr. Kamara to fully comply with the Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission and the Ministry of Justice to facilitate the ongoing investigation. First Lady Katumu Waka has departed the country to attend the Merck Foundation's 12th annual Conference of African First Ladies in Dubai. The High Profile Initiative, which will be held from June 16 to 21st, seeks to assemble First Ladies from 22 African nations as well as other professionals in various sectors. As keynote speaker, Madam Bouaka will present Liberia's progress under her More Than a Mother campaign, championing women's health, empowerment, and reproductive rights. She is also expected to highlight persistent national issues like maternal mortality, illiteracy, and poverty, while seeking international collaboration and investment in key social sectors. Her delegation includes Dr. Adam Kine and Timotheus Waka, along with protocol, security, and communication staff. To return on June 21st. The University of Liberia has launched the first annual Amos Sawyer Public Lecture Series honoring the late statesman and scholar. Held at the UL Fender campus, the event was convened by the Amos Sawyer Educational Foundation to promote academic excellence and dialogue among students, faculty, and national thinkers. Delivering the keynote, Ambassador Dew Mason praised Dr. Sawyer's leadership and legacy, saying he lived well, led with honesty, and inspired change through education. UL Vice President for Academic Affairs, Prof. Agnes Tiller, welcomed guests on behalf of the university, expressing gratitude to the Sawyer Foundation and affirming Dr. Sawyer's enduring legacy. Dr. Josephus Gray and Mrs. Thelma Sawyer also pledged to advance the late professor's vision through academic collaboration, scholarship, and student support at the college named in his honor. The Monrovia City Court has ordered the arrest of Lyle Tyler, son of Bowman County Senator Alex Tyler, for allegedly failing to pay a US 7,500 car debt. Court records show that Janiel reportedly took a Ford Explorer from businessman Randy Bao on May 30, 2025, promising to pay but has since gone into hiding. Magistrate Ben Barco issued the arrest order on June 13, describing Tyler's action as criminal and a violation of Liberia's Penal Law, Section 15.57. The Economic Community of West African States, in partnership with the Legislature Joint Committee on Administration, Finance, Macroeconomic Policy, Research, and Public Accounts, has commenced a 5-day conference in Monrovia. The initiative held under the theme Assessing the Effectiveness of ECOWAS Investment Policy as an Instrument for Addressing the Rising Levels of Unemployment in the Sub-region. During the conference, participants are expected to dialogue on the causes of unemployment in the region and propose actionable solutions to address them. And the National Identification Registry, in collaboration with the Central Bank of Liberia, has joined forces to accelerate citizen enrollment and issue unique national IDs amid growing demand. For News Summary, I'm Priscilla George, and thanks for listening.